When traders research a new platform, one of the first questions they ask is it legit? In the Canadian market, the credibility of a trading platform depends on far more than marketing promises. It depends on regulatory oversight, compliance procedures, transparent operations, and the ability to meet strict national standards. In this article, we break down what legit truly means for Canadian traders and why regulation plays a decisive role when evaluating platforms such as Enterprise2U.net. Canada's financial landscape is different from many other regions. Unlike countries where the industry is loosely controlled, Canada applies multi-layered oversight. This structure ensures that platforms operating in Canada meet strict standards of transparency, anti-money laundering compliance, investor protection, financial reporting, and data security. For traders, regulation isn't just a legal requirement, it's an added layer of safety. When traders search queries like Enterprise2U.net legit, they're really asking, does the platform meet Canada's compliance standards? That includes mandatory KYC checks, AML monitoring, proper reporting, and safe handling of customer funds. Are funds stored securely? Legitimate platforms must separate operational company money from client deposits. Are transactions monitored and traceable? FINTRAC requires platforms to keep detailed logs of trading activity. This protects traders from fraud, abuse, or system manipulation. Does the platform disclose risks clearly? Canadian regulators insist on transparent communication, especially with leveraged products and crypto-related services. Is customer support responsive and trained? Legitimate brokers must provide clear channels of communication and follow compliance scripts. A legit platform is one that can meet every part of this checklist, not just offer attractive spreads or bonuses. Unregulated offshore providers lack oversight, no protection of funds, no AML monitoring, withdrawal delays, and no accountability if something goes wrong. Regulated or compliance-first platforms have standardized procedures, verified identity checks, clear withdrawal rules, transparency on fees and risks, independent financial audits, and better long-term protection for users. Canadian traders consistently prefer regulated environments exactly because of this reliability. Platforms like Enterprise2U.net emphasize structured KYC and AML processes, transparent verification steps, clear communication of trading conditions, modern security infrastructure, consistent compliance documentation, and anti-fraud monitoring. If a platform takes compliance seriously, that's usually a sign they're legit. For many Canadians, this approach is the deciding factor when choosing between providers. Clear rules prevent misuse of client funds and hold platforms accountable. Regulated platforms must clearly explain costs, spreads, slippage, and execution. Canada requires strict data storage and cybersecurity standards. AML procedures reduce the risk of fraud, money laundering, and illicit activity. If something goes wrong, regulators can intervene. This is impossible with offshore platforms. The market is moving towards stronger compliance frameworks, more detailed user disclosures, transparent execution reporting, integration of AI for AML and risk monitoring, and higher expectations for platform security. Companies that invest in these areas will have a competitive advantage in the Canadian landscape. Being legit isn't about having a good website or fast onboarding. In Canada, legitimacy is built on regulation, transparency, security, compliance, and responsible operation. For traders evaluating Enterprise2U.net, the key question isn't, is this platform popular, but rather, does it meet the standards that Canadian regulation requires? If the answer is yes, that's the strongest indicator of long-term credibility.